What's up, everybody? This is Ben with another crypto update. Just a little 2-minute quickie here. Market checkup. Obviously, yep, we got our dump, and I've been talking about that possible scenario for a while now. I remember we tried to play out this double bottom here to see what would happen. We got rejected right at the midline, so that was a pretty good indication that it was a strong rejection. Didn't know how strong it was going to be. We still have not come down to our 53.059 mark, which I think is significant because it's the first rejection that we got off of this move up after our prior drop. There's also a ton of support for it here, almost 3 weeks here, and the support and resistance through here as well. I think it's more significant that it is our first real rejection off this run that we've been on. So coming back down to recheck that, like we didn't do here, makes a logical sense to me. So I think that's kind of what's going on. Can we go down further? I believe, yes, we could, mostly because this candle was not bought up. There's basically zero wick here. I was expecting an angry, fast red candle like I've been talking about, and then a quick buy up. So I was really kind of hoping that this thing was going to come down through here, hit this 618 right here, the golden zone, that everybody loves, and then wick right back up, into here, and then have some kind of continuation here. That has not happened. It's kind of slowly bled out through the day. I would rather this happened, in an hour or two, just to get that fear up and going and moving. The daily did just close. We'll have to see what happens here over the next couple hours. You can see it did close underneath the 100 MA, which is not the greatest sign. In all honesty, if I were going to flip a coin, I would say that we're going to see some more downside. That is just my opinion. Please don't base any trades or anything on that, but I still think a quick drop through this resistance line, like we've been talking about for a while, quick wick, maybe down to 618, and then start building some steam to go back up. I'm not at all bearish here. I'm not flipping bearish whatsoever. I have not sold a single thing. I'm just waiting this out because I believe that this has not ended whatsoever. So that's where I'm at. I know it's hard to watch your portfolio kind of bleed down. Everyone here is in a different position financially. So, a couple $1,000s to somebody is nothing versus it may mean the world to somebody else. So, it's all relative in the whole grand scheme of things. So you have to decide whether or not you're going to hang on and believe that this bull market is going to continue, or you get out. And just if you haven't been in this before, if you weren't here for 2017, then just know, I mean, this is very normal. We saw multiple 30% retraces. Sometimes those happened in a day. I mean, it was brutal, blood in the streets on those drops, and that's the kind of fear that brings opportunity, really, if you have some money stored away still that you could drop in on some lower orders. So that's the Bitcoin checkup that I'm doing. You can see this MACD turning back down red. A couple other things is we're not even oversold on the daily yet. We're barely oversold on the 4-hour, I think. Nope, we're not even oversold on the 4-hour. So there's room for Bitcoin to come down like it's doing right now. The other thing you could look at is Bitcoin is notorious for these big old, we call them Bart Simpson patterns. That's kind of an inverted Bart. We have this double bottom here. We can see if that plays out. MACD is trying to flip over green here, and it is oversold on the hourly. So maybe we get a little bump here on the hourly, but I would watch kind of this level here to see if it gets rejected, right around wherever I just drew that, 55,000. If it gets rejected, then I would expect us probably to go down and take another drop down before the buyers step in. Ultimately, it looks like that people just want cheaper Bitcoin. But here's the thing. People always say that, and then when it gets to their number, they still don't buy. And so at some point, those people get screwed, and buyers step in, and everybody's chasing, and that's what causes these big moves to start going back up after everybody believes that this is over, right? So I will look at one other thing just to kind of man it. Like, since this drop, it took us, what was this, 23 days? We went 23 days before we started our move back up, and now off of our highs this time, which is like here. We are in day 17. So doesn't mean we're going to do the same thing. I'm just pointing some things out. Our last correction took about 23 days before we ended up putting in this really nice double bottom here that we've talked about a million times right here with the recheck and then go, right? So we'll just watch this. That's all you can do. I mean, none of us have the money that countries have that are buying Bitcoin, right? So we just got to watch it. I know this got a little longer than a 2-minute quickie. Sorry about that, but just got going here a little bit. There are some other coins that are hanging in there better. You see, even on at least there was a wick. You know, I'm looking for these wicks on these daily candles. H bar has a wick at least. Like there was some buying down there, right? At least there's a wick of some sort. But it in comparison, it's I mean, Bitcoin had no wick in comparison to. Look at this one right here. See, completely different. This candle right here. Super drop, straight down, 50% back, buy immediately, creating this big wick, right? Saying, yes, there's a lot of buyers here. And even though it came back down again, it put in this double bottom saying, yes, there are buyers here. And that gave us this move. So that's where we are right now. And apparently there are not enough buyers here yet. This level is significant, and I know if I'm watching it, there's a lot of other people that are watching it as well. They're also watching this 618 area because it's just a very popular area, you know, for people to buy in. So I guess that's all I got for you. Hang in there is what I would say. Like I said, I'm in this. It's not fun to watch your portfolio go down, but I'm still bullish here and thinking that kind of along the lines of credible saying, you know, this is going to probably go longer than we thought. I think I even tweeted that out. It's really fun to look at those charts and see how they all match up really nicely, but it kind of means nothing. I mean, honestly, it doesn't mean that, you know, at the end of December things are going to moon. It's done it in the past. I posted a thing yesterday about the Coinbase, you know, income and the percentages of that during the run of 2017, and in December, yes, they did the majority of their volume, and so maybe it does happen again. I don't know, but I'm not tied to dates whatsoever. I've said that multiple times. Those charts are really cool to look at, and I've told you guys to follow a few guys that are doing those big macro looks on these charts from years and years, and it's really cool to see how they all move. But it doesn't mean that it's going to go that way. I mean, it'd be awesome if it did, but you know, we'll have to just wait and see. We haven't even broke this bottom support level yet, so everybody needs to just take a chill pill, listen to my nice, soothing Southern voice, and calm down. If we wake up in the morning and we're down in the 30s, then yes, you're allowed to start DMing me and screaming and crying. But until then, I would say hang in there. That's what I'm going to do based on charts and data, not just because I want to. But we are still in a good position here, and this is just a very healthy and needed retrace to knock out some very over leveraged longs and to shake out some weak hands here. So anyway, this thing got a little longer than normal. Sorry, but I will talk to you guys next time. Peace out.